Hello, I'm KHOU meteorologist Chris Ramirez. We have new updates from the National Weather Service. They now have extended the severe thunderstorm watch to include all counties in southeast Texas until 6 o'clock Christmas Day morning. So the main threats with any storm that does flare up will be hail, damaging winds, and an isolated tornado. As we take a look at radar is firing up right now. We're seeing lots of rain, lots of lightning with these storms, and it is about to get very active here across southeast Texas from this point forward. There is a special weather statement that's in place for portions of West Houston that now includes northwest Houston. We do have wind speeds at 40 miles an hour with the storm that's now approaching 290. So if you are in Jersey Village, 45, you're likely to see some heavy rain. You're probably hearing that thunder that's currently moving through Harris County at the moment. And we're also dealing with some hail with this storm as it's making its way off towards the northeast. Of course, we have to look at what's happening further west of Houston. There is severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect along I-10 north of Columbus, and we could see some of these stronger storms make their way into our area within the next 20 to 25 minutes. But widespread rain taking place all across Montgomery County, even along 45 through Conroe. You're hearing a lot of thunder, possibly seeing a lot of lightning. There's no severe thunderstorm warnings for portions of Montgomery County right now, but just keep in mind that there is these storms are packing a punch as we head into the next few hours. We're also seeing some heavy rain now moving through portions of downtown currently right now. So as we look at the 24-hour, actually 12-hour rain totals, we've got up to close to 4.2 inches of rain, 1.7 inches of rain near northern Harris County. So we could be looking at some ponding on roadways, so it's best to probably hunker down for the night as we head into the next several hours. As we look at our future track, looks like we're dealing with a little bit of issues with that graphic. We're seeing those conditions mostly just active for us here across our area. We are expecting those conditions to remain mostly just a bit stormy as we head into the next few hours, but just keep in mind that we are definitely expecting these storms to pack a bit of a punch across our area as we head into the next several hours, as these storms are showing signs of strengthening as they're making their way through portions of west of Houston. So these storms are stretching as far towards the west, towards just outside of Austin. There is some flood advisories for portions along I-10 just to the east of San Antonio, but we are expecting these to continue as we go through the next few hours. Let's take a look at those roadways of what we're looking at right now. We're seeing those wet conditions. You're able to see those wet roadways as well as that lightning. This is looking at 290 northwest at Mushki across northwest Houston. But just keep in mind that if you are not out, if you are out and about, you might want to just hunker down as we are going to start seeing this rain become more heavy in nature, at least through the next few hours, going into the early hours of Christmas Day morning. So expecting those conditions to remain mostly active. We have that special weather statement now in place for portions of Harris County that does include northwest Houston, as we're seeing 0.88 inch diameter of hail. There has been some reports from the National Weather Service of some hail close to 1 inch in diameter just south of I-10. So we have to keep an eye on that hail threat as well as that wind gust threat as this heavy rain is now starting to begin in Harris County. And it's going to be lasting for quite some time because we have a huge bulk of rain that is currently to the west of us that it will be moving through our area. There's also lots of lightning with this system. So just keep in mind that we could be looking at some minor to maybe moderate flooding within the next few hours going into the early hours of Christmas Day morning. So likely the same thing happening north of Harris County, even Conroe. Right now we're seeing lots of lightning going through Conroe as well as Magnolia and Tomball. Very active situation as this special weather statement is in place for Austin, Grimes, Waller, and Washington counties. Let's take a closer look at what we're dealing with as we look at radar closer towards town. We're seeing the heaviest rain right now moving through the 290 corridor just near the Sam Houston Tollway in 290. Now we're expecting that to make its way into the northern portions of the Beltway just near Antoine 249. So if you are in that region, just keep in mind that you are going to see this heavy rain moving through the area as this line of storms, all associated with that cold front that will be making its way through our area within the next several hours. So our temperatures really not dropping all that much. It's just this rain threat that we're going to really have to keep an eye on for the next few hours, as we are expecting this stormy activity just to really not go away for quite some time. This is expected to last as late as probably 5 to 6 o'clock. And again, the National Weather Service extending that severe thunderstorm watch until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're actually in midnight. Merry Christmas. We're expecting that to be around 6 o'clock in the morning, as we are expecting it to now include all of southeast Texas. So we are definitely tracking the storm activity here across from the KHOU 11 studios, as well as digital and online. But just keep in mind that lots of lightning. It's about to get very loud here across the Houston area as these storms are now moving into Harris County. And as always, you can stay up to date with the latest weather updates on KHOU.com and on the KHOU 11 app.